Greetings and welcome, minions, to another episode of Let's Play Dungeons 3. Alright, so I've decided to restart this mission because, frankly, it is much more difficult than I remember, even considering I'm playing on hellish difficulty. I'm just not entirely sure how to prepare for all that, but let's give it a try anyway. I mean, on one hand you want to be really efficient, and on the other hand, I don't want to get distracted too much by micromanaging how I deal with the heroes too much.
Teleporting evil had freed Talia
Right,
from
let's just kill that for...
Good and evil are concepts defined by the viewer. From his fanatical, crazy view of the world, Thanos probably still thinks that he is a champion of good. Oh, you mean we could be the good guys in the end then? Sure, why not? So now pull yourself together. There are heroes here to be thrashed and tortured.
Alright, so first order of business is getting all the easy gold in the back of here. I also want to expand the area for the horde creatures, since I will be relying on them for a lot. And of course, enough room for all my undead creatures. So I will be unlocking the Naga, guard room, and the brewery. I'll also get the crypt, because I probably will need to bring people back. In which case I will need to extend this room so I can have more things, and of course I will need to extend the hatchery, the gobbler farm, to make sure that I can actually get where I want to go. Alright, so not my preferred method, but let's see if I can make the enemies converge a little bit. Preferably in a staggered motion. We can deal with the more serious traps later. New book, which is production bonus. Not bad, I suppose. Alright, let's start getting some critters. No, I don't want to pick her up. I need to extend the room. Alright. No, that's the wrong placement. Alright. That should at the very least get things a little bit more evened out once I have closed off this area. Alright, let's focus now. I want critters.
A giant worm has nested in the dungeon.
Well, that's annoying.
The local heroes were not as deaf as was thought, and so the dungeon under their feet had not escaped their notice. With Thanos having deemed the failure to attack evil creatures as high treason, they hurried to attack the dungeon as quickly as possible.
Just let them come. We'll cut them up, chop them up, and pour lye into their eyes. Take that, you worm!
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Right.
All that is good.
Defend the dungeon heart.
Hey! Ha 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 ha! Drop me on the enemy. Ooh!
Well, at least the enemies are stupid.
Oh, they!
It's payday.
Death from above.
Will you please not stand in the AoE damage that the enemy gives? Alright. A few zombies should help out. Alright. Come on, give me the gold. Right. Well, it's not an ideal solution, but if the heroes want to deal with the giant worm, they're free to do that. So as long as it's no longer the direct path to my dungeon heart. Right. Now just a little bit more so I can get a banshee. And then we can actually start taking on the surface world.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Death to all that is good. Ow! You'll show him! Ha! Show him!
No, damn it. Alright. Well, that's a start, at the very least. But I really, really needed Banshee, so... Because otherwise I can't resurrect heroes, and that's just no good. So I just have the room finished.
Drop me on the enemy.
Now let's get that source of evil flowing.
The eagle-eyed evil had spotted something glittering and flashing on a small island. However, this was not easy to get to, so perhaps a little force could turn that stone into a bridge.
Alright.
The lucky evil had found a magical obelisk. Its magic could be channeled to form a projectile. However, some stone guards rose, obviously not at all enthusiastic about the idea. The possessive evil had taken the obelisk and could from then on concentrate its energy to form magical projectiles. This was going to be fun.
Ouch!
Well, that's annoying. Alright, let's just get close enough that I can actually see what I'm doing. This should kill that grouping. Who so dutifully stand in the way of getting killed. Alright, in the meantime, we need to prepare for the next bit. I need way more critters. Alright, well, I can't really do anything while my army's so depleted, so get back. And let's see about actually finishing my plans over here. I need to get traps set up soon. So So let's save up some evil for the Tinkerer's Cave.
The bustling evil had dug into a dragon's nest. Defend the dungeon hut.
Hi, baby! Command me!
Let's...
Thanos must die!
Alright. Now we should have some mana coming in. Once it's built, of course. Alright, nothing else I can really do at this moment. Alright,
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
incoming enemies, that's fine. Coming to kill my dungeon hearts. Not so fine.
So incredibly strong!
But for right now I just want my peoples to rest up a bit so I can be more adequately prepared. Let's also get this set up. Alright, everybody
Die.
in the middle. Right, so they killed the worm, that's good. At least that saved me a little bit of effort. Of course, never meant as a permanent obstruction, but would have helped if I had that ready. Right. And now I need some crates.
It's payday.
Alright, here they come.
Obelisk's magic was now available.
Death to all that is good!
There are enemies in your dungeon.
You worm! Lead me to the battle!
Alright, just line this entire row with traps.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
That's fine. They can't really hurt me at the moment. Alright. Get the lecture hall set up. Then again... really need a little bit more time to prepare stuff.
Take me to the enemy!
Alright, so where to put the prison?
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
How about you actually just get him out of that? Oh, never
Lead
mind.
me to the battle!
Thank you all for watching. See you all next time.